WarRoomSports.com. Get that mobile app.
War Room Nation, what's good? Welcome to Operation Big Brother, brought to you by War Room Sports. This is the show we talk about CBS's Big Brother, like it was a sport, because that's what we do with everything. We make it a sport. At the round table this evening, I got my brother Dev. Dev, what's going on?
What up? I'm still not taking my name back until dude get kicked off.
Oh, my fault, D-Mac. D-Mac, here you go, D-Mac.
Yo, he not using it right, so I just gotta hold on.
My bad. We got Floyd in the building. What's good, homie?
Hey, what's good? What's goody?
You already know. We got the official War Room Sports. We taking over. Frank, he no longer is a sports king. He's a War Room Sports now. Frank, what's going on?
I've infiltrated War Room Sports.
Yeah, he's a double agent right now. He's on every show. Yeah, from the legendary Imaginary Player Show, we got Hank. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all?
You already know.
Yeah.
From OBR fame, hashtag Stop My Time, we got Hutch Man in the building.
Salutations to the Big Brother Nation. Save the bikini. Let's get it.
Yo, we didn't do a show last week because we were so upset about some of the things that went down, so we were emotional like the cast. So, we got to talk a little bit about what happened so far this week and also last week. Last week, for those who don't know at this point, Pow Pow is no longer with us. Devin was HOH. Everything got crazy. There was some Chris Boschian behavior going on in our house. I just open it up with this way. Dev, what was your thoughts on everything that happened last week and Devin's reign as HOH and how it resulted in Pow Pow's ass going home?
Well, when he became HOH, we all knew that we were in for a show as far as his power trip, and everything that he sought to accomplish when he got in there. But we found out in a few short weeks that this dude is so emotional that his opinions change with the direction of the wind, and his original plan when he went in there, that changed because it's easy to get to this dude on an emotional level. The chick, Brittany, came to him talking about her daughter, and dude, the tears started welling up, and he changed his mind, went back on his word to Pow Pow. She ended up going out. I think it was a wild week. There was a lot of emotions flying around the house. I know you guys wanted to mention how Devin and Caleb were this close to cuddling with each other. Zach and Frankie. It was just too much going on last week, man. Too much.
Yeah.
Do we know that they actually didn't cuddle? Because there was never any point we're just playing.
There was no laughter.
If you told me that
smiling.
on Big Brother After Dark they slept together that night, I would believe it.
Yo, let's go back to Floyd for a second. What was your opinion of last week in Devin's reign as HOH, which resulted in Pow Pow getting the boot?
I can't stand Devin in general. I mean, since episode 1 of the show, one, he's held I don't know how many house meetings, he has,
in the first 4 days of the show.
First 4 days, I'm saying, he just doing too much between, I said, between him, his jacket, his emotional swings, all this is just crazy, and, Pow Pow's gone or whatever, so even though I'm not really cared about that, because they got rid of Joey, so they got rid of the videos that I liked in the first place.
You definitely filled out the bottom of that bikini, though.
Yeah.
Man,
Hold up, though.
really.
I think it was Hank. Wasn't it you, Hank, who said that there were rumors about him being on HGH because he played baseball? Well, not rumors. Let's not say rumors. Let's just say speculation.
No, that wasn't me. I ain't say nothing about that.
Oh, who was that, Floyd?
That was me.
Oh, that was Floyd? Yo, you think
But that makes sense, though. It
Yo,
makes
it does
sense.
make sense.
I mean, look at him.
He's so
It does make
emotional on
sense.
everything, crying and stuff.
Look at him.
I haven't seen grown men act like grown men act in this house, honestly.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
But have y'all noticed, seriously, in the first 4 days in the house, this dude has been in 6 alliances. One alliance had 75% of the members of the household in it. He's told everybody else about the alliances. What else has he done?
He brought people into the alliance without even asking the people in his alliance. He was like, well, they're going to join us.
He's given his word. He's changed his word. Like, he's done so much in the first few days. He's
had a full season. He's had a full season in like 3-4.
He's held like 3 house meetings. He's cried with people.
He's had people convinced to put themselves up as pawns.
Like, if I'm going out week 3, I'm gonna get the whole experience.
I just want to say this. I initially hated this man just like you guys do. I'm a fan of Devin now because he makes the game. If he's not there, the game is boring. He makes it. So shout to Devin for that. But Frank,
I think they got enough for it not to do that. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna math high for Pow too when she brought
it. He's hungry.
He was hungry. Frank, what did you think about Devin's reign and what it resulted in?
I thought it was completely predictable. I mean, I think like Dev brought it up. As soon as he got the HOH, everybody was just looking out for it. I think this is the season of people trying too hard. Devin's trying too hard. Like, he's trying to make all these moves, and like he's trying to act like it's the playoffs and it's still the regular season. Caleb and Zach are trying way too hard for the yams. Donnie's trying way too hard to be smart when we all know he's not smart. He's trying to like throw some like real philosophical stuff at you. He's like, if that's your buddy, then you got to decide if that's your buddy or not. Dude, what are you talking about?
He hitting people with the reverse hillbilly stuff. Tell me not to tell.
All right, so Hank, what was your opinion of that whole last week?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much touched on it. I got uncomfortable at a couple different parts. The whole Zach and Ariana Grande's brother. I don't even remember his name anymore. Frankie, the whole Zach and Frankie thing. Like, I'm okay with gay people. Like, I have, I'm an ally and everything, but I just didn't understand the whole, mindset of just because I'm not gay, but I love cuddling with gay men. I don't understand that. I'm pretty sure everything he described was gay. So, I mean, it's like he just come out and say he's gay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that, and then, like everybody said, the just lack of game of the Big Brother dudes that are actually interested in women is surprising to me as well.
It's crazy. Like, some of the stuff that Zach was saying out of his mouth was like, are you serious? Meanwhile, it's like completely obvious that he was trying to get at Frankie's Manheiming, but he's sitting there talking about, I'm not doing that. Like, But what about Caleb? What about Caleb and Devin when he says, "Yo, I just need somebody to cuddle with"? He said, "I'll cuddle with you, bro."
Yeah.
What is that?
I found that interesting because there was no smile, no snicker, no laughter, no I'm just messing with you. Like, he said it, and then the cameras, focus and then cut away. So we didn't really know what was going on at the time.
It's not even like Caleb could say like he thought he was the target, so he was trying to kiss up to the HOH. Like, he was like, "That's his dude." You know what I mean? Like, that was his best friend in the house. Might be his dude more than one way.
Yeah, that was his dude, all right.
Yeah, like Hank said, we have no idea what happened after that unless you got the live feed 24-hour. I don't got that, so.
I mean, these women can't feel too confident in themselves.
Yeah, it's that bad. Like, yo, hey, Hutchman, what was your opinion of the whole week, though?
It was what I expected, but then some of what I didn't expect, with the stuff we were talking about earlier, and also with Devin's decision making. Like, I don't understand, like, with this alliance thing, like, you see that a big 8-person alliance didn't work, which caused you to turn on one of your members and vote them out. So your solution is to invite a new person in and tell them about the alliance again.
He's replacing them.
And replace them. Like, what are you doing? Like, so now you're going to get what Hayden said. You're going to get people who's going to blow up this whole alliance, and it's going to be like, what's wrong? Every time I find myself yelling at the screen at this dude. Like,
here's the crazy part, right? Like, I agree with what D-Mac said. Like, yo, he's trying to have the full Big Brother experience because whenever he goes, he's done it all already. I mean, he's had a complete season already. Like,
he's trying to go down.
He just needs to show
memorable players of all time in a short period of time. Think about it, y'all. Seriously, think about it. How many times do you remember the person who went out in week 3?
Right.
But you don't remember this dude forever.
That's true. That's true.
He going out
pretty
with
much.
a bang.
I also don't understand the big, like, was I the only one that felt like that DeVito meeting blow up thing was a little early in the season for that? Like it
No,
was interesting, but it was
everything is early, man. Here's my thing, though. It's like we were talking in our group. And by the way, you could join our group. The link will be in the description box. But me and Floyd were talking, and I was saying how, like, because the show's been on so long and people have watched the show, they come in ready to play in day one. They already got strategies in place. I mean, people come in now with, like, made-up, like, alliance names. Like, I'm going to have an alliance called...
Call it the Bomb Squad.
Yeah, they come in with the names made up already. So
That came off his tongue too quick. Like,
Yeah.
y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, we the Bomb Squad. He's going to say
They
it.
knew the idea, I wanna have an alliance. Like, they come in with the ideas already. They come in and they come in playing from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
said
kind of a
he was
bad
going to
thing,
come
too.
into the house with an alliance called the Bomb Squad.
Exactly.
Which is sad because that means he's been thinking about this for years. And that was
That's
the
what I'm
best name he
saying.
could come up with.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, step the alliance name. Yo, that's what you came up with?
If I ever
That's
get
your
on the
question?
show, yo, if I ever get on there, Bomb
Let me ask the question, like, do you think if Devin didn't look the way he did, built like the Hulk and whatnot, that he could play the game he's playing a little bit and not be as such a target? Because he's such a physical threat that now he's, messing up his game socially. You
I don't
think
think
he's
so.
predatory?
I don't think so
But he's
because
also paranoid. Remember he
I
snapped
think
on
it's
Donnie?
true.
He
His
thought
game is
Donnie,
based on-
was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, like
He thought Donnie was the feds.
based on paranoia.
They had some theory about his shoes, like his boots being too far up. That's why he's a Navy SEAL because he wears his boots.
And you only wear fatigues in the South if you was in the military.
Yeah, he
Right?
was doing too much. He was doing too much. So
and
I
then the
don't
way he goes about stuff, like waking people up 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Adding 2 more people to the alliance.
He like, yo, bro. Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
Wake up, bro.
Bro. Yeah, he's like extra with the bros too. Like I hate people who extra with bros. You gotta chill with the bros. It's like a limited amount of bros you can use.
Saying, bro.
Bros over O's.
He was talking to himself saying, bro, like, all right, bro. So you want to be, bro? All right. When he's arguing with Caleb, he was talking to himself. All right, bro. That's it, bro.
Yeah, remember that? Remember he walked back in the room by himself and just kept talking to himself? Yeah, bro. We would do this like this, bro. Yeah.
Oh, and another thing he's done, he's jumped in and out of the alliance like 4 times already.
Yeah.
I'm out of this alliance, bro. Alliance is over,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, he's so emotional. So I don't think his physical appearance has anything to do with it. I mean, like I was telling people in the group, I don't think he's a stupid dude. I just think everything else outweighs anything he can do with his mind because he's so paranoid, he's so emotional, he's so overzealous, he wants to do everything right now, and it just overshadows any good thoughts that might come out of his brain. So
Yo,
Yeah.
You know what it's like?
they're still gonna have a hard time getting him out. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as they think it's gonna be.
Yeah, for some reason, I feel like he's going to slip through the cracks this week, man.
He gonna
Yeah, I
get picked.
kinda
He
feel
gonna
that
be
way.
the random
He's gonna get the
pick.
veto.
QB and
Get the veto again.
You know what Devin's like? I don't know how many of you play chess, but like like that dude you play chess with, and all of a sudden like he's thinking like 10 moves ahead, but like he doesn't see that he's about to lose in like the next move.
Right.
Yo, I know exactly what you mean.
Hey, well, Frank,
Absolutely.
speaking of chess, it's obvious that Caleb doesn't.
No, the king gotta come save the
King
queen.
saving his queen. You know.
Caleb playing.
Caleb don't play chess.
Yo, what game are you playing? Damn, cuz.
It's obvious that Devin's not stupid because he picked up on the back door like as soon as he
absolutely.
put the nomination.
No, because remember he was lobbying to go on the block because he knew his only chance was to go up early and get 2 chances to get off.
Right,
He
bro,
know what it
bro.
was. He know what it is.
He said sometimes the back door is the only way out. Yo,
That's definitely what he told Caleb that night, too, man.
Yo.
That's that
Yo,
jailhouse talk.
I
Man.
know before the season started that myself and Hank had picked Derek to win the whole thing based on nothing but pitchers and occupation. But he's actually playing a good game, although he's been exposed thus far this week. But up until the night, he was kind of doing his thing behind the scenes, like he was remaining quiet, but also he was involved in a lot. So, what do you guys think about what Derek's done this far? Because he's won HOH as well as Nicole, and they just had that competition. They had the 2 HOHs now. They were the 2 HOHs, and she disappeared. Everybody knows what happened this evening in terms of him trying to get Caleb to throw the competition or what have you. But what do you think about Derek's gameplay thus far? I'll start with you, D-Mac.
I mean, every year you pick your favorite to win, it changes as much as Devin's thoughts. So this week, like, I'm digging his game. I think Derek right now is who I will be rooting for to win the game. His plans are well thought out and smart. He might be overcomplicating things.
I think that was Hank in our group who said, "Yo, this is too complicated."
Yeah, he might be overdoing it a little bit this week. To the point of if he does get Devin out, then people are going to start looking at him like he's kind of smart. He might become a target.
Right.
If he did this in a simpler way and still just look like the cool dude who's just getting by because he's a part of things, but he's not doing too much. So I hope this doesn't put him on the radar too much because they might start fearing him because of what he's doing right now.
Yeah, Floyd, what do you think about?
I think he's a very good player though.
Floyd, what do you think about his game thus far?
I like his game so far. Like, he was kind of quiet at first, now he's kind of coming out a little bit. Kind of like D-Max said, kind of worried about people seeing him orchestrate things a certain way. It seemed that he may be a little bit too smart in the end, but I mean, so far I kind of like him. He's in my top 2 to win. I actually think whatever that female's name, the nudist or whatever, I think she has a chance to win for some reason. I just have a feeling about her.
Victoria?
I think that's the one that she, like, when they introduce her, she's the one that likes to walk around nude. She's close with Nicole.
I know.
Are you talking about the barista?
The barista chick.
Yeah, for some reason, I think she might be able to do it. I would say
Victoria, I might
she
have been interested in
I'm pretty sure she's gonna blow up on somebody about a week.
I forgot who Victoria was for like a while. People said Victoria. I said, who the hell is that? But anyway, Frank, what do you think about the way Derek is playing thus far?
I like Derek's game. Like you guys before the season started, I thought he was going to win, especially when I found out he was like an undercover 8. Like, how do you have a narc on there? That's like cheating. It's like having cheat codes. Like, it's his job to like figure out what people are doing. That's what he does for a living. I actually agree with Floyd. I thought the 2 people, I think it's Derek and Christine, because like she's like masterfully, like she has a nice 3-person alliance with like 2 people that she can definitely play when the time comes. And then like, but she's not getting her hands dirty at all. Like, I don't even think half people know what her name is in the house. But so she's like low key like running things.
Who's gonna vote against Donnie though? Because
Obviously,
every time you do Donnie wrong, you break down and cry about it.
Yeah, I know what kind of powers Donnie got. Yo, Hank, what do you think about Derek's game thus far?
I mean, I agree with everybody with what everyone else has said so far. He's just been, playing the role, laying low, doing what he had to do, and then but you can see him behind the scenes just manipulating things, pulling the strings. So, good game so far.
All right, Hutch, what about you?
He makes Caleb think that Caleb came up with the idea. That's how dumb he is.
Yeah, pretty much. Hutch, what about you?
But I agree with everybody. He's like everyone's saying with him laying back in the beginning. Now he's, I guess, playing his card, so to speak, putting feelers out there to see what works and what doesn't work. I think though his complicated nomination plan could be just from practice. If you're undercover cop, you gotta go that extra step to make sure it doesn't get back to you, because that's your life on the line. So maybe that's just how he thinks. But
you know what it is too, Hutch? I think like he's just used to dealing with smarter people, like in his regular.
That too,
yeah. So you're overthinking it. Because think about it though, he did all of that, and then right afterwards, Devin came up to him. I know what you're doing, bro. I'm like, that was easy.
All right, Hutch, staying with you, Hutch. Is anybody else? We talked about Derek, but who's playing the best game thus far? Is it Derek or is it somebody else?
I'm still liking Donnie, man. Like, I really think he's definitely.
Not who you like. I said who's playing the best game.
Donnie got that natural game.
Oh, you think Donnie's okay?
Because he's still under the radar. He's the lovable dude, and people don't think he's that bright. I definitely think he's smarter than people think he is. Like when they was doing the Team America sentences, he was the only one that didn't have a dumb sentence and said it out loud out of nowhere. He pointed to his cup that had an apple pie on it, and that's how they knew it was him.
Right.
The other dudes was drunk.
So you think he a Navy SEAL?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, the other dudes were like, I like apple pie. Do you like apple?
But apple pie is such a common dessert. Like, How did they know? Like, they were asking everybody the question.
Yeah.
Like, somebody could have easily said, "Yeah, I like apple pie."
That's true.
Yo,
That's true.
that's why sometimes it seemed kind of suspect because Caleb just happened to say, "Oh no, I don't like apple pie, bro."
Yeah.
Who don't like apple pie? Like, come on, man, it's apple pie. Like, what don't you like about it? Like,
All right, well, Hank, staying with you. Talked about Derek, but do you think he's playing the best game, or who's playing the best game thus far?
I think Derek's playing the best game, but I gotta give respect to whatever the girl's name was. I forget their names. The girl who was Devin's original target that started talking about her kids, and all of a
Brittany.
sudden,
Oh yeah, that was she hit him right. Yeah, that was dope.
she's been laying low.
The
I mean,
number one
I'm
bikini.
still not even sure why Devin didn't like her, because I think
because she questioned,
She
because
figured
she asked a logical question, and he's
Right.
like,
When Devin had the house meeting, and he said, "Oh, it was my idea to put whoever it was his idea to put up." They said, "Oh, I thought it was because of the competition."
Yeah.
That's what
He
she said.
asked a
And then all of
logical
sudden he was
question.
like, "You're a traitor. You don't love me."
yeah. It was emotion. He didn't like her off emotion because it made no sense.
So
yeah,
she figured out. So she figured out he's an emotional dude. So I'm gonna play with his emotions, talk about my kids, and get up off this thing again. So I like that. It was a good move.
Yeah.
Yo, she also asked another logical question this past show. Devin told her about the alliance. She says, "Who makes an alliance? Day 2."
Uh-huh.
Not knowing that he started it, he probably was feeling some type of way about that. He probably don't like her again.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Frank, you said you already. Was it you? No, Frank. Who are you saying is playing the best game thus far?
I think it is Derek, but I also want to shout out Amber. Like, she's got Caleb like doing all her dirty work. Like, he's like jumping on the cross for her, and she's just like,
that has to be talked about. Like,
That's not her doing
and
though.
then she
That's
acted
them.
like she she did that thing where she was like, "No, don't do it." No, but really do it.
in the words of Floyd, like, yo, he wants them vittles real bad.
This is the season of the yams.
Yeah.
Thirsty
Yeah.
dude. They need
And Floyd, you already mentioned the naked chick. You said that she's playing the game that's very well outside of Derek, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, I like the floaters right now, like, not roughing stuff up too much. So I'll say there's a couple people, even, like I said, Jocasta, too, even though I don't think she'll make it far. But, yeah.
Victoria has to be playing well if nobody knows her name.
Exactly.
Like, none of us, we forgot who she was for a minute. And seriously, looking at the eye candy, I don't even want to give her credit because she thinks she's more than she is. She's probably the best looking one left in the house.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about her, so that's weird. You know what I mean?
No doubt. All right. Well, last
She
thing we
get
got.
past our radar.
Last thing we'll talk about before we get out of here is some predictions for this week. We'll probably do a show once evictions come back up, but let's get some predictions on how things play out. Stay with you, D-Mac.
I got a feeling that the dude Devin somehow gonna get like the random POV play and gonna take himself off the block. I'm just gonna throw something wild out there. I think Caleb might end up going home for some reason. Just because he try and play Captain Saver, man. You gonna save her, all right? And she gonna forget all about you.
You don't wanna be saved.
What are your predictions for this week?
I'm the same. I think Caleb is going to end up. I think him doing that for Amber is going to bite him in the ass because I think that they're going to put Devin up. Devin's going to take himself off, and then they're going to take a chance to get somebody that can be strong down the line out, and they're going to get Caleb out there.
And one thing to add to that, Floyd, and the reason it's going to happen is because when Devin gets off, everybody's going to start fearing him again.
Yeah.
And when he finds out that Caleb was a part of that and that's supposed to be his boy, he's going to push for him to get out.
Yeah.
When he has a little bit of power, people are afraid of that dude for some reason.
Because that's damn mine.
All right, well, Frank, let's go to you. What are your predictions for this week?
I actually think they end up getting Devin out because I think he might even be like close to like saving himself, but then I think he's just gonna snap. I don't think he can keep it up.
He's gonna be.
I don't think he can string together like 3 days of sanity like in a row to like save himself. So I think he's going home.
You're saying he's going to get the votes, but right before the ceremony, he's going to call a house meeting.
right.
Just mess it all up.
I just want to thank everybody for like keeping me in the house. Like,
all of y'all. Fuck you. Yeah.
All right. What's your prediction, Hank? What's your prediction?
I got Devin saving herself, but then I got them just taking out Jocasta.
Another
instead.
chick.
I think she's just going to be, caught in the crossfire because they're going to be afraid to go after Caleb. And they still kind of have the votes in the House. Caleb does. So I got a feeling that Jocasta's just going to get caught in the crossfire, and she's going to win the award for having the least amount of screen time, in the history because. Like, I think she's only been on, like, if you counted up, like, a total of 2 minutes. Like, and I think she's talked, like, 3 times. So,
Yeah.
peace.
Hutch, what's your predictions?
I kind of agree with Hank. I think Devin, he'll take himself off, and then they'll go for a floater like Jocasta or the missing girl. I still don't remember her name. One of them. And then that's the easy choice because they really don't have any ties either. Like, so therefore they don't have that many votes. So one of them will leave.
Yo, so does the bomb squad still exist in any form?
I have no clue.
Like, are the rest of those guys acknowledging that, or is it just?
I don't think so at this point.
If it is Jocasta, that sermon that she's gonna hold like right before she leaves, that's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Yo, Jocasta's a waste of space. But yo, put it like this. Here's my prediction, yo. A female's going home, and I probably can say that with certainty. It looks like Joey was right. The women don't stick together, and now they're getting picked off one by one. It's terrible, but it is what it is, man.
Save the bikinis, man.
Hashtag save the bikinis. Any last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, well, y'all see the women got picked off for this show. Shout out to Adina and Parrish. See y'all next week. Oh.
I hope you get out of that tie. You tired? Never mind. Yo, anyway, it's an inside joke. You gotta be in the group to even get that joke. Yo, all right, gentlemen, man. Yo, we'll wrap later on this week after somebody gets the boot. But this has been Operation Big Brother. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Also, get our mobile app, iOS as well as Android. Go to WardenSports.com. All these gentlemen, all the information will be below in terms of imaginary players, sports kings, and what have you. As we always say, don't accept mediocrity. Be steadfast in the war against ignorance. And we'll see you chumps on top.
Kuwait is the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.